Today we are going to talk about breastfeeding basics part 2. In this video, we're going to focus on baby's latch. Just a general anatomy overview: the breast, the nipple, the areola. You actually don't want your baby to only be latching to your nipple. That will give you a shallow latch and make it much more uncomfortable, give you pinching, give you nipple trauma, damage, and then it'll not be pleasant any time that you latch your baby on. So we want to try to avoid that. So we actually want quite a bit of the areola to be in baby's mouth to get a nice deep latch. When you have baby going to latch, you're gonna want to have their chin touch first, and then they're gonna tilt their head back, and that's going to let them have a nice open mouth. And then they're gonna go up, over, and latch on deeply. And you want it to be an asymmetrical latch so that there's more in baby's mouth on the bottom than there is on the top. And you do want some of that areola to be in their mouth, not just the nipple. So this will vary depending on each person, how big your areola is. Don't panic if there is some showing. Every baby and every mom is going to be different. But do know that you don't want just the nipple to be in the mouth. You want it to be areola 2, nice and deep latch and asymmetrical. And you don't want any pain with this. There could be a little bit of tenderness once baby latches on, but it shouldn't be prolonged. It shouldn't be sharp pain. If there is pain with it, make sure that you don't just directly pull baby off. You want to break the seal first so you're not causing any nipple damage or further nipple damage. If baby is latched on and it's uncomfortable, use your pinky and just go in on the side of their mouth and break that latch first, and then baby can be taken off the breast. And then you can try again, reposition baby, reposition you, get nice and comfortable. Make sure that baby has a nice open mouth before you latch on. Don't try to like shove your nipple into their closed mouth. That will not be a deep enough latch. So definitely chin open, up and over, latch on. And that should give you a nice deep latch. You want it to feel comfortable. So it can be pretty standard to feel some tenderness, a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning since you're both learning. It's a new sensation, so it can be common to feel some tenderness, but you shouldn't feel sharp stabbing pain. It shouldn't be unbearable. You should not have cracks, bleeding, a lot of damage to your nipples. If you are having those signs, that could mean that your latch is not deep enough or that there's something else going on that would need to be evaluated by a lactation consultant. Besides the comfort, we want to be looking at how baby looks. Baby should have a nice open mouth. You want baby's lips to be nice and flanged out. You don't want them to be rolled over, tucked in. If they do, you can sometimes just flip their lip open a little bit and help with that. Their mouth should be covering more on the bottom and a little less on the top, so it'll be asymmetrical. You don't want baby to be kind of like face planting into the breast. That would be a symmetrical latch, and that wouldn't be as effective, and it would probably be more uncomfortable. With a good latch, you'll hear steady swallows. So baby will do like suck, suck, swallow, breathe. There'll be some pauses in there as they're learning that like suck, swallow, breathe rhythm. You will hear the gulps though of them swallowing. In the beginning, the amount of colostrum is smaller, so you might hear slightly less, but especially as your milk comes in, you'll want to be hearing that swallowing. You don't want to be hearing a lot of clicking. You don't want them to be like coming off over and over again. Like if they're having trouble staying attached, that could mean that the latch is too shallow. If they have dimpling in their cheeks, so you're looking at their cheeks and you see it dimpling in, that's a sign that the latch is not as good as it could be. If you do have an uncomfortable latch, some things you want to keep in mind. You want to be in a comfortable position. Sometimes reclining is really nice, so baby can take the lead a little bit more and self-attach. If you need pillows to help hold baby, that is a helpful tool sometimes. Just make sure that it's not putting baby in an awkward position, like overextending or tucking their chin too much. You want to have baby facing you. You want to have baby's nose lined up with your nipple, not their mouth. This encourages them to tilt their head back and get a nice deep latch. You also want to make sure that you're bringing baby to the breast and not bringing your breast to the baby. If you're leaning forward, it's going to be hard for you to see what's going on. It's going to be harder for baby to latch, so definitely bringing baby up to you gives both of you a little bit more control over the situation. If you're still struggling after using some of these tips and tricks, I would really recommend using a lactation consultant. If you're giving birth in the hospital, there should be a lactation consultant available to you. If you are not giving birth at the hospital or you have already left, definitely reach out to someone in the community. Sometimes your pediatrician will have a lactation consultant on staff, so you can call them, or you can look up lactation consultants near me. You can also reach out to me and I can help you find a lactation consultant. You can join a breastfeeding support group like Latch League. There are tons of meetings all over. There's lots of virtual ones. You want to get ahead of it. You don't want to wait until your nipples are damaged. Lastly, please give yourself grace. This is a learning curve for both you and your baby. It is a natural process, but that doesn't mean that it always comes completely easy. Take it day by day. Don't quit on a bad day. Sometimes it just takes a few little adjustments here and there to make it comfortable and make your breastfeeding journey a success. You got this. If you have any questions, drop them below. Like and subscribe for more, and have a wonderful day.